welcome back. This is By the Book, and we are your married relationship coaches. Today, we are still talking about Married at First Sight, season 14. Wait, is that right?
I think so.
I don't know. What episode, though?
I have no idea.
We still didn't figure it out. It could be episode 13, it could be episode 14. We'll let you know. It'll be in the description.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, Hubs, what do you want to say about Olajuwan and Katina?
They had a much better week. Thank God. I mean, after last week and the blow up after the dinner and everything, they had a much better week. He apologized to her and she apologized to him. I have no idea why she apologized to him, because he was the one that was the aggressor. He was the one cutting up. But hey, they both apologized and they both on a better time, having a better time this week. Well, how do you feel?
I don't like to see them anymore. I actually feel kind of disturbed because I feel like there's a cycle of abuse going on. And I don't know if it's production or what, but I feel like they're playing right into the cycle of abuse, because either we see episode to episode like them happy and then a blow up, and then at the beginning of the next episode they're happy, and then at the end there's a blow up. And I feel abused just watching it. I don't want to see the cyclical toxicity anymore.
Yeah,
that's a mouthful, but but that's what it is. That's honestly what it is to me. I don't like it. I don't like it for her, and I'm afraid that she's going to just go with the flow come decision day and end up in a kind of miserable, abusive, on again, off again marriage.
Well, one of the things that she said was, will he do it again?
Yes.
And I agree with you. He's going to continue to do it again. He's going to continue to blow up. He does not have a handle on his emotions. And so whatever happens next, who knows what could happen next? How he's going to feel, what's going to go through his head, and he's going to blow up on her. And
right. It's who he is. And furthermore, don't you think for 1 minute that he won't bring back up that dating app and throw that in her face? He wants to say that that's behind them. They dealt with it. He understands. Yeah, but no. That's going to resurface the next time they have an argument, especially if that argument has anything to do with like trust and openness, anything like that, that's coming back up.
So what do you feel about like what they said in the after party as far as like a person cheating, now trying to get into a monogamous relationship and try to build something that's substantial, but they still got that whole thing behind, they have it behind them, but they're afraid of what they did to other people is going to come back at them like a boomerang.
So they feel like karma.
Yes.
Instant karma's going to get you.
Yeah.
Maybe not that instant, but it's legit. I think that people are definitely cautious, or if not fearful, of karma. For him, is that what it is? I don't know. I think he's more in that mindset of game recognized game, and so he feels like that is something perhaps that he would have done in the past, where he said himself, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, kind of where you got options. She's keeping her options open. He doesn't want that because he feels like, at least for show, he's closed off his options. And I think that's normal for relationship or dating relationships, for sure. If you start dating someone new, you've only been dating them for 3 to 5 weeks or whatever, however long they are in this show, then you may not have closed off all your options, because you don't know if that person is going to be turn out to be crazy. Yeah. And you want to get right back into the dating scene. So that could be his fear, but nonetheless, there's a way that you talk to people. Not even your spouse, just people, period. And he hasn't figured that out yet. He's very disrespectful. He's very condescending. And it turns out to be abusive, and it's particularly abusive to her because she's hypersensitive to it. Yeah. And another thing, we talked about this while we were watching, he only seemed satisfied to see her cry.
Yes.
He said it multiple times throughout this season, he actually criticizes her for not crying. Yes. And then when she does cry, it's like, kudos to you. Good, you cry. I know you're a real person now. Yeah. That's he's learned some real bad definitions for what caring is, for what love is. For like it doesn't count unless it hurts. It doesn't count unless you cry.
Yeah.
Like he needs a lot of therapy for that.
He really does. And unfortunately, 8 weeks would not be enough time for him to receive the type of counseling that he needs, the type of therapy that he needs to be a healthy mate, a healthy husband for her. And unfortunately, she's already gone through abusive relationships, and now she's going through another one. But this is not one that she chose herself. She let other people choose an abusive relationship for her. So it's sad. It really is sad. I feel like when he was talking to his coach, his previous coaches, his former coach, that he really was receiving some of the advice that he was giving him. And I kind of like felt like with Olajuwan weeks ago that he would only respond to an older man giving him advice, an older man that he respects. And so he was really, to me, he was like really trying to receiving what some of the things that his former coach was saying. Were you picking up on some of that?
Nah,
you didn't get it.
I think Olajuwan is a showman. Mm-hmm. He's a player, by experience, and through that experience, he learns how to say what he needs to say in a certain situation to come off how he wants to come off.
So you think he's totally just manipulating and playing a role?
Yeah.
You know, when he seems to be reasonable, when he seems to be open and all of those different type of things, you think he's acting?
Yeah. I don't even know if he knows how not to act. I mean, listen at him.
That's interesting.
In his own words, he basically has a character that he plays. Isaac. That's his show name. Like, and so he knows how to be on. He's on. He knows how to perform. He performs for the production crew. He performs for a different way for like family and friends. He performs for Katina. He's a manipulator. He's a performer. He's everything except a good husband.
That's some insight you can only get by the book. I love that. I never saw that, but yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Okay, now they have not consummated the marriage. At least that's what both of them are saying. Okay, and I'm gonna take them at their word. My wife doesn't really think that.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
That's one thing. If y'all ever seen that show before, then you can learn about me. I don't believe the doggone thing.
Well, both of them are mine really good. Both of them are some good actors then, because I believe them. So we're gonna take them right now. We're gonna both take them at their word. So they haven't consummated the marriage. Okay. So what do you think is the primary reason why they have not consummated the marriage? And do you think they should?
No, I don't think. Can I say H? No, they shouldn't consummate the marriage. That girl needs to run. I don't care. Like, just pick up everything and run. But why haven't they consummated? That's a good question. I really don't know, because I do feel like he could if he truly wanted to, which is another reason why I feel like it's a lie. He's used to being able to get what he wants when he wants to get it. Honest to God, I would not be surprised if this is another one of the couples that come back and then tell us, we consummated the marriage on the honeymoon. We just didn't want it to be open to the public.
Yeah.
Watch.
I don't know. I don't see them hiding it like that. But in the after party, he said point blank that he does not want to consummate the marriage right now. And I believe it's because he doesn't want, like you said, the Isaac guy to come out. And he doesn't want to get that type of gratification and then start to take her. He already kind of takes her for granted. But he take her even more for granted. Just think about it. If he's acting like this right now and he quote unquote haven't gotten any, when he does get some, you can forget about it.
So what are they gonna do? Abstain for the rest of the marriage?
No,
like it doesn't. It just doesn't make sense. It does. Y'all tell me if y'all think it makes sense. It doesn't make sense. They probably had sex. They probably did. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Why would he not do it?
Because I think he actually wants this thing to work, and he's afraid that if he does, more of his bad side is going to come out uncontrollably.
He don't care about his bad side. He don't care when he's screaming and hollering at her and wanting her to cry.
Well, there's some things that he just can't help but let out. But
you mean to tell me you think that they're sleeping in the same bed night after night, all this time? She kind of wants to have sex with him. She's attractive. She's attracted to him. Mm-hmm. He thinks he's attractive, and I'm sure he thinks he can perform well. But and he not gonna just go ahead, roll over and work with her. I don't believe. Don't you believe?
Baby, there are certain things that a male could do before he even got to the bed to make sure that that's not going to happen.
Now remember, these are young people. They can do stuff a lot. Like, I'm not convinced. I just... I'm just saying. All right, you got some more questions for me. We spent all our time laughing.
No, I'm good. No more questions about Olajuwan and Katina.
All right, y'all. Let us know what you think. If you think that they have consummated the marriage and they're just telling us lies on camera for production's sake, let us know. If you think that they've turned a corner and they're not still in an abusive cycle, let us know that too. But I think that's smack dead on wrong. But, you know, I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. I hope I'm wrong about both things. I want to believe them, but I'm a cynic. Just cynical about everything. So we will get back to you guys with another episode about Married at First Sight. I don't know what we're doing next, but stay tuned. We will be back. Take care.